So I have good reasons, but whenever you think about it, there is always a reason for where you are planted. Then he went in, and another lady saw him doing that and say, "Boy, you're giving your mama trouble, you know." Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. You know, every time I say that, I assume that you're on the other side of the camera and I'm talking to you, my lovely friends. Anyway, my baby is here because we have been going back and forth on when to take a nap. She's just recovered from a cold, so my eyes are laser sharp on her. So don't come for me on the comment section. I know she's supposed to be out of the camera because this is something serious I'm talking about, but this is what moms do. We have to take care of our kids nonetheless. Okay, thank you for coming back all the time to watch my videos and share my content. I really appreciate you. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Abby Green, popularly known as Boo Boo from Boo Boo's Boulevard. I am a lifestyle blogger on boobosboulevard.com, so go check it out. I am a mom of 4 living in the Caribbean as well, so I share my lifestyle in the Caribbean. I share the mom life. I share everything from my adventures as a mom in the Caribbean. If these are the kind of contents that you like, please press the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post my videos, okay? You will be hearing my baby's voice on the background, so please bear with me. Life lessons that I have learned in the Caribbean, especially in Grenada. I have learned a lot of lessons. I have been talking about the physical things that you need to enjoy, the pros and the cons, places to go eat, places to go have fun and all that. But now I am going to go to the spiritual mental level, okay? The life lessons that you are going to learn in the Caribbean, and I'm speaking for Grenada especially, but I think it would be a blanket statement for some of my points. There is one quote that I have found somewhere. They said, wherever you are, there you are. And it has to do with the intentionality of wherever you are. Okay, let me break it down. There are some places that you find yourself and you'd be like, why am I here for this longer period? And you have a lot of things to justify why you shouldn't be here. And I have some good reasons why I should have left the Caribbean, because there are some things that I have been pursuing personally that I cannot achieve here, or I could achieve it here, but it takes a lot of effort, which with kids I'm not able to achieve that yet. So I have good reasons, but whenever you think about it, there is always a reason for where you are planted. Best believe that there's always a reason for where you were planted. When I was in Saudi Arabia, there was a reason why I was there. Now that I'm in the Caribbean, there is a reason why I am here. But I am going to break it down for you, the five lessons that I have learned living here in the Caribbean. Number one reason, keep it simple. Keep it simple because you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, society at large, you know. Coming from my place, my home country, we are known to fix our priorities on affluence, on riches, displayed riches, I must say. And sometimes it's more like you want to show off. But why? Since I came to the Caribbean, I have found out that it is best to live your life in simple terms. It's physical and it's also spiritual. Let me break it down for you. There were a lot of clothing that I brought here, shoes and all that stuff, which ain't bad. It's not bad to have all those things, but I came to the Caribbean and I have not worn any of those shoes. I have not worn any of those clothes. You know, one literally stayed in the wardrobe and got bad. I have literally turned to a t-shirt and a jeans mom. I don't know if Is the motherhood that caused that, or is just living in Grenada? You are not bothered about flashy outfits, going places to show off your wealth. Yeah, some good places, maybe if you have a dinner or you would want to dress up and all that, but it's not even necessary. Like now, I have learned how to do things according to my needs, not according to my wants. I have turned to the t-shirt and jean mom. Like, I rock it so well, and no matter how much time you see me with a t-shirt and jean doesn't mean I am suffering. Like, it's that there was that mindset shift, because everybody just wants to live a simple life. You don't have to have 3 cars. You don't have to throw parties here and there. Life is just simple, and that is how it ought to be. And coming from my home country, we are so used to affluence. Like, it's something that is driving today's youth crazy, doing unthinkable things just to get wealth. And all those things don't matter. Those things don't matter anymore. As far as I'm concerned, living in the Caribbean opened my eyes to see that luxury is good, but it's not a need. One time I was reminiscing about my wedding 10 years ago, and at that time you would call it a big wedding. It's actually, by size, it was a big wedding. I think at least minimum of 400 guests and maximum of 500 guests. And I'm not comfortable talking about figures, monetary figures, but at that time 10 years ago, what was spent was quite big. And in my heart of hearts, what I just wanted was a small wedding. A small wedding on a Friday night, you know, with my little friends. I barely have any friends. I just wanted to have a wedding with just few friends, and we just, you know, have a very cozy night together. But it wasn't happening because my dad wasn't buying it. My husband's parents, they weren't buying it because they had other people they needed to invite. Like, it was a family wedding. There were people who were at my wedding that I didn't even know. She's my boss. So there were people at the wedding that I didn't even know, and my husband also didn't know. It was like the normal regular big wedding. Now let me just say that it's kind of the norm there in Nigeria. Like, the bigger the better. When your wedding is the talk of the town, the better, you know. But I'm not talking about the marriage now, I'm talking about the wedding. So I come here to the Caribbean and I'm seeing pictures. Like, whenever I see a wedding photo or a wedding ceremony, pictures of wedding ceremony, just few people. And I know they do that in the Western world. The Arabians, not so much. The Arabs and Africans, they kind of share that in common. Like, families would come gather, you know. There are a lot of people that you really don't know, and they will be there. So I look at it and I'm like, okay, see, it's so easy here. Like, you can just easily marry your woman and you just go do your thing. No much ado about it, you know. But in Nigeria, oh my goodness, by the time you plan for a wedding, the mental exhaustion alone, I can't say. So it's good to keep it simple, and in the Caribbean I have learned that no need to impress anybody. No need at all. Number 2 point, food is your medicine. Here, one thing I have noticed, let's say you are talking about something that is bothering you. Maybe I'm having a constant headache. Maybe you're just complaining to your neighbor and all that. The first thing that they recommend for you would be an herb. It's like, it's so natural for them. Like, oh, maybe you should take some lime juice. Oh, go get some lemon juice. Go get some lime. Go get some papaya. Go get this. Go get that. Where I come from, you know that's not the case. We have this thing of, maybe it's malaria. Go and treat for malaria. Do you have Coartem there? It's malaria. The way you're vomiting like this, it's malaria. Is it bitter? Ah, it's malaria. Like everything is malaria. Oh, my eye hurts. I think it's malaria. Oh, my belly hurts. Like I have some backache. Like it's so throbbing. I think it's malaria. My Niger people, shout out in the house, man. You know how we do it. So it's good to see another perspective where it comes to like, oh, you're having something like this pain. I think you should try this juice. It's some sort of plant or produce, and they kind of practice preventive medicine here. That is, you have to eat food that would nourish your body instead of eating junk, then going to the hospital. And this has made them learn how to grow their own produce. So that is something I really want. I am not, I think I'm not someone who has a green thumb, but I am really looking forward to growing my own produce. So it's something that I have cultivated here also, that everything that you're looking for in ampicillin, ampiclox, what do they call it? In all the aspirins and every other thing, it's all in your food. It's all in your food. The potassium, the magnesium, the iron, every single thing that you need, the macronutrients and the micronutrients, they are all in your food. Number 3 life lesson is take it slow and really live your life. It has to tie with the first point that I made, but this time I'm trying to say, just stop and smell the roses. Hey! Back in Nigeria, I know how it is, the grind. It's not just Nigeria. Let me not even say my country. It's in New York. It's everywhere. It's in UK. It's everywhere where it's the hustle and bustle and everything. So the Caribbean lifestyle kind of tells you to pause. Come on, and smell the roses, because by the time you know, life has passed you by and you wonder where all the time went. It was in the jumping of trains, jumping of buses, going for business meetings, flights here and there, and you might accumulate wealth. Yes, who doesn't want to be wealthy? I want to be wealthy. In fact, I am wealthy. I have that mindset right from when I was a child. But this place, I knew how I was like that. I was just will I call it a corporate what? I'm looking for a word for it. Like I was just boom, 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 boom. Get this done, get this done, get this done. But now I am smelling the roses. Sometimes I feel okay. Smelling the roses for too long is also not good. But I am working. Like I am so blessed that I have to spend time with my kids, see them grow, witness every milestone, and it's one of the things that I really feel blessed about coming to Grenada. I have to live life slow, not rush things. Don't feel bad that things are not on your terms and your timeline. I am taking it all in, because when you fill your cup, every other person that draws from you will be happy. So I have learned how to, oh god, I am so editing this video like anyway, as I was saying, you have to slow it down, and the Caribbean has taught me that. And another thing connected to this point is the fact that even as you grow older, don't think you are past some certain things in life. Like, okay, you have your structured timeline. Age 30, I shouldn't even be doing this. At age 40, I shouldn't be doing this. At age 50, I shouldn't be doing that. You would see some mamas in their 50s dressing for the carnival. And yes, everybody has their preferences, whether you want to be fully clad or scantily clad or anything, or you don't want to do that at all. But I am just focusing on their mindset. I'm focusing on their mindset. They don't say, oh, woe is me, I'm 50 now, all I need to do is have a straight face with with my skirt suit on. Nobody should say hi to me. You have to say good morning, sir, or good morning, ma. They don't have that here. So that is one part of it, because truth be told, when you reach all this age, 30, 40, 50 and all that, the small girl is still in you. In fact, when I clocked 30, they started calling me ma. Who's your ma? Please, I'm a fly girl here. I am a fly girl. I'm a speck. Don't call me ma. These are the things that I have learned and I'm still learning living in the Caribbean. But 4 lesson that I have learned here is know your history and be proud of it. I won't lie. I have been so impressed with my daughter's social studies because of how much history is taught in their school. I learn when I'm helping her with a project and everything. Like, they know a lot of things here in the Caribbean, here in Grenada. They know a lot of things. They know their history. I know growing up, I didn't know more than states and capitals. I'm not trying to shade anyone, but that was what we knew back then. States and capitals. I could recite them very well. Abia State, Umuahia, River State, Port Harcourt, you know, like that. That was how we grew up. I don't know about now, except things have changed, but it would be lovely to actually learn the history of your people, how you got here, the things that need to change and the things that need to remain the same. Because history is really, really important. And I see that when the little ones here are learning their social studies, and I'm like, wow, they're teaching their kids history. Maybe it's, to you Grenadians, maybe it's not as much as you would want, but to me it's a whole lot. So know the perspective I'm coming from. So it's lovely to know your history and be true to it. Be true to it. Number 5, and my final lesson, is it really takes a village to raise a child. And even in Nigeria, it takes a village to raise a child, because you have your aunties, your uncles, you have everybody around you. But we don't have that here. So, but we have neighbors. We have people on the road that would caution your child if he was messing up. Okay, I'll give you a quick example. My son, one of my sons, in fact the last son, Malachi, oh my god, he's sweet and thoughtful, but he can be trying, and he shows those tantrums, especially when we are maybe in a supermarket or something. Maybe he wants something and I'm putting my foot down that I am not giving that to him, and he would go and throw a tantrum and everything. So every time he does that, I tell him, no, you don't have to act this way. No, you don't have to act this way. So there was this day, as he was doing that, someone by the roadside just said, "You boy, you're giving trouble." I'm trying to mimic the Grenadian accent, forgive me. And he just looked stunned, like he was looking at the man. Then he went in, and another lady saw him doing that and say, "Boy, you're giving your mama trouble, you know." Oh my goodness. He was stunned. He was like, 1 was a test, 2 can't be wrong. He went into the car so humble, and I was like, this is what I've been trying to tell you for the past 1 year. Same words. Someone else said it and it's working. That's fine by me, as far as it's working. So I know that it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes you would talk from today till next year and they won't listen. But maybe a neighbor comes in and like, know what you did was not good, you know, cautions the child and everything. We live in a time where if you caution someone's child, you are hounded for it, like it's not your child and all that. Yes, sometimes people cross the line, yes, I agree, but it takes a village. It takes a village, because sometimes you say everything over and over again. Your parents are saying it. I think it makes a difference when a stranger, a complete stranger, says those same words to this person, this child. So I was really excited when I saw that change. We have the same sense of community in Nigeria, Here, the sense of community coupled with security, you know that your child is safe and it's coming from a good place. In today's world, things have changed. It used to be like that back in the day. In fact, in Nigeria, it used to be like that back in the day, but because of the insecurity surges and all that, people would best keep their kids to themselves, which I totally agree. I would do the same thing. But coming here and seeing that it's a bit loose here, people can still keep an eye on their neighbors' kids and all that. It's a good thing. That's the last lesson that I have learned in the Caribbean. Whew. I made it to the end of this video with my baby in the background. Yay! So thank you for watching to the end of the video. What have you learned living in the Caribbean? Are you a foreigner here? What have you learned living in Grenada? Life lessons. I know about the physical things, how you go to the beach and everything, but what are the life lessons that you have learned coming to the Caribbean? I would love to hear from you. Please write it down in the comment section, okay? I'll be looking forward to reading from you. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, from me to you, XOXO. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.